The people crying, I said, Amerado throw shot at this guy, Obibini.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be so.
I saw throw Masa.
Oh,
Masa, the fact that when they say that perseverance and hard work, it really works. It is true. Now there's this conversation today. We're going to talk about one thing because it's trending so much. I couldn't wait to bring my gentleman here to talk about it. It is Amerado, Kweku and Yaw Tog going to TimWestwood. Now last year there was this conversation trending about Amerado and TimWestwood because then he went to TimWestwood and he wasn't able to get into it because, you know, I mean, there's a criteria. He didn't meet the criteria. Today's conversation is quite different and it goes for Amerado. We'll look at it closely. Who did what? Who should have done what? Who didn't do what? We'll talk about all that on One Play Zoom. I am Kinipa and today I'm seated here with Roland Amate from Event Guide Africa and Zola from Zola News GH. Zola
is a general merchant.
Really?
General merchant. Yes. This is Zola Bim, Zola Lam, Zola Bam. Zola Lambim Bam, which means he is a general merchant on Oton BBIB from music to cosmetics
to land.
To land. Thank you. You see, I don't know there. Open Ghana crowd to me negotiate, ma'am.
No single room self-contained for Freestyle house. For rent.
And that event center.
Yeah, cigar lounge, high lounge, East level.
Like, is it really true?
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, then you're a big man.
Oh yeah.
Incoming big man. When I grow up, I want to be like Nanaya Amerado.
Really?
Yeah.
May God bless you.
Amen.
Amen. Now let's talk. Last year, Amerado Bena was talking about the fact that he couldn't get into TimWestwood. This year he has gone when they went to the UK for the Ghana party in the park, and the video finally came out and there's been a lot of conversation. First of all, what has been your general overlook of the whole TimWestwood thing? We are not tackling one person at a go yet. Let's tackle the whole thing.
Okay.
How did you feel seeing 3 Ghanaian boys on there?
Oh, I felt very excited, you know. On such a platform, of course, any country would wish their artists on that platform, and for us to get back, I think every year we've had artists from Ghana representing that on that platform, so it was good. But earlier on, I think in your introduction you said he couldn't meet the criteria last year, that's why he wasn't able to get through. No,
I mean the connection wasn't right.
He didn't get the protocol.
Oh dear. The connection, that was
the protocol, sister.
Okay.
The protocol, because if it was to be criteria, and Yaw Tog no rich, Kweku no rich, maybe Amerado yes, but
just when I didn't want us to sing the names.
The other two no rich, but because the protocol was tight, oh boy, cry, they enter simple cry. So I was very happy. I was very happy, especially for Yaw Tog and Kweku.
Yeah.
I was so sure of Amerado this year. Anyhow, because the guy is really working and is really pushing despite all the challenges he's facing. So for him there, I know dolly Amerado would have gone on TimWestwood this year, but for Kweku and Yaw Tog, these are the two that I'm really happy for.
I see. What has been your general overlook on the TimWestwood thing?
So first of all, shout out to Mama, shout out to Papa.
Who is that?
Shout out to Mama, shout out to Papa. You don't know shout out to Mama.
Yeah, first of all.
No, it sounded familiar, but I didn't know who. Hey,
So you see, for me, I'm very happy for these 3 guys, especially Amerado. Amerado, throughout his career, has been a fighter. From the days of Plus FM, he lost some kind of is there a battle between Mononkum and Co. That guy hasn't slept. And then he being on TimWestwood, I think TimWestwood show no understand it has been one of the shows that if a Ghanaian artist goes to UK and then doesn't appear on that platform, we see the artist to be less of an artist.
That is what I want to do with this particular show.
Yeah.
If you say you're a young pandit and you haven't been here, you are not a pandit. Like on for till you can show, so on your pandit.
Shots fired.
I said young.
Shots registered.
Accepted.
At who?
So you see, seeing these 3 guys there, especially Kweku because I've known and been part of Kweku Flick's journey. So for Kweku Flick to be there, with Amerado being there, me, I wasn't surprised because Amerado over the years, let's say 2 years down the lane, has been the talk of town. So for him being there, me, I wasn't surprised at all. And then from where the calls came, like where the calls went before these guys went on that platform with that short time.
Let us not take some.
No, but you see,
DJ Mens had it there. Let us upload the one. Stop saying connection. He's the connect.
Yes, so he is the connect. He did
plug.
So for first of all, we just have to applaud him for doing that, for putting our Ghanaian arts on, and then secondly, applauding these 3 arts for not disgracing the country, because we had other artists gone there and then but then
shout outs to
and then last year was I think this guy Kwame MP, which he came out saying he wasn't a rapper, blah blah blah. But you see, that platform has become a platform that if a Ghanaian artist goes to UK and then doesn't appear on that platform, it's like unye artists. They're not even working.
Where did they want right now?
You understand? So it's me seeing them on that platform. I was so happy for them, especially Kweku Flick and Yaw Tog, because like Roland was saying, if the criteria and selected at the score, can those 2 guys, it be because of certain things. Roland made my point here. You understand? But you see, for me, I'm very happy. Their delivery, everything was on point. Amerado, perfect.
Okay, had it not been for Connect on the plug that got all 3 of them on it, and there was a criteria, which criteria made you think that the other 2 guys are not ready for the platform?
Okay, so one, it would have to be without the connection, right? Okay, obviously your talent would have to come to play, 2, your relevance, and 3, I think you would have to be very known and popular.
Okay.
Yes, and Yaw Tog has the talent, is very popular, but when it comes to whether or not the person is prepared, Kwame MP is popular, has talent, but he came out to say that he wasn't so prepared for that platform, which is why to him he couldn't deliver to the best of his ability. And when you take the circumstance into consideration by which Yaw Tog and Kweku Flick got on that platform, you could clearly see that had they had that kind of day, like maybe I'm sure they would have also come out to say probably they weren't prepared because they went purposely for a concert and not that platform. Okay. But because
so did they come out good or bad?
Oh, to me, I think they did fantastic. Okay. I think they did very, very well. That's why I'm saying that had they gone on that tangent, had the whole thing gone south for them, I'm sure they would have given that excuse. Unlike Amerado, who has been preparing for this platform for more than 2 years, of course, you wouldn't expect him to go below anything. Of course, even when people heard Amerado went on that platform, of course, people had high expectations, and I'm sure he has met about 90% of that expectation.
Okay. Do you think that Amerado looked too good because of the performance Yaw Tog and Kweku Flick put up? Because if it was just him, we are comparing his work to his work. But now we have other people we are comparing their work to, which is why we felt he stood out. Is that a conversation? Because they were there, now we can see the difference? Or what really is it?
Okay, so Amerado looked the way Amerado is because over the years now, let's say 2 years down the lane, Amerado has been fighting for the best rapper title, which works upon works, releases upon releases. With this is yet in same, you can see he's really prepared for the rap game. So it's not as if he looks too good or maybe he's ahead of those guys that he went on a platform with. But Amerado has been on this kind of yen rapping, that freestyle, yen battle thing. So for him on that platform, it's not as if say he's too good for Flake and then Yaw Tog. No, Amerado is already prepared for any platform. Any platform. Any platform. See, before VGAB and 3 Music House, I spoke to Amerado. I met him one-on-one, we spoke. And then Charlie, the guy is so ready for any platform. Regardless.
Did you see that zeal in Yaw Tog and Kweku Flake? That prepare that readiness. The way I want to, like the word, I can see the word, but how to pronounce it to come, it's not coming. So readiness.
You see, those guys are in their own element, they are in their own zone. Who? Even with Yaw Tog, Kweku Flake, they are in their own zone. And then they know what they are in for in the industry. Looking at their releases as well, I'll hit on their releases as well. It's the same thing as what they did on TimWestWood. The way they release their delivery on even each of the songs they release. What they do, let's say before and then after they release songs, or maybe when they are in the studio and then outside the studio as well. The way they live their style, just like almost relaxed, too comfortable in their space. So with what they did, just shows who they are. Check how they even respond to certain things, even in our industry. Check how they release. Check how even when they go to interviews, how they flow. It's just like what happened there. So like I was saying, they were just being themselves. There was nothing like a tension. There was nothing like, if you let me go in hard because higher TimWestWood, no. They were just being themselves. They were just freely and then there was nothing like a pressure on them. So for me, they did what they were supposed to do.
Okay. Did you get the same vibe too?
I think comparing Yaw Tog and Kweku Flake, their delivery to that of Amerado, I think it would be unfair. Because and Amerado did not come out too good because Yaw Tog and Kweku Flake underperformed. I'm sure that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
If he is now the talk of town because
no, not underperformed. It's a wrong word. I'm saying that. Do we think? I mean, if he went there alone, we would have probably compared him to maybe another artist who went there from Ghana. But because they were there with him, do we feel like he outdid himself because of the people that he was sitting with?
Tilly, before Roland comes in here, you see, the artists, if we are to compare the delivery and then whatever they did there, Amerado is this kind of hardcore rapper. Flake is a trapper, a rapper singer, not that kind of hardcore kind of rapper. So you could see the way he was flowing. Like I was saying, they did what they are capable of doing.
Okay.
With Yaw Tog, just no, he's not that Charlie come hard. No, but Amerado, for him, Charlie, that's his game.
I get
that's his game.
Like I said, let's not compare them. Amerado, Kweku Flake to maybe Yaw Tog. No, Amerado, that was his turf. Or not a turf, no. The guy has been a street rapper from the word go. Yaw Tog has always been that flashy rapper. Not too weighty, but
young boy coming up, yeah, on the road coming. You found back and the accent. Did you guys hear the accent? All rapping on.
And I make us on yes compound share Martin so could chat video next you see that's the kind of artist. And Kweku Flake also is somebody I see Kweku Flake more of a singer than a rapper. Okay, that's why. And that platform mostly check rappers excel more than singers, which is why even Shatawale had to go and beg up his mama and dada because of Castle dropping bars out here. I
don't like the way people treat my Shatawale on this platform.
No, but that's the truth.
The fact that I even said my alone, don't come and attack me. You this girl, Shatawale. They'll be like, I'm chasing clouds.
You see, check it when you check that platform. Rappers and they excel more. So it was very easy for someone like Amerado to outshine the rest, okay, because that was his turf. He's been doing this for God knows how long. Yes, I'm sure people are going to refer him to that battle he lost to Mununkum way back at Last FM. But if Mr. say Mununkum, you see, next time when you are choosing a name, you choose a proper name. Mununkum, we see simple. And Amerado, as his name is burning, is going far. What I say?
Let's talk about the story or the content of each one of them. I'm sure you've listened to all the three people. Was Yaw Tog's message, was it well delivered? Because I know he even did his own song, his old verses. Was it well put together? Did it come out well? Let's talk about just Yaw Tog for you.
Oh, I think he did well. To me, I don't know why people are expecting Yaw Tog to drop something big, something huge. Me, he dropped whatever I was expecting from him. I'm not expecting any bars, punchlines, hey, bars from Yaw Tog. No. I'm not expecting that from Yaw Tog. So what I was expecting him to be that teen rapper that he is. Talk about the things that he sees. Talk about what inspires him as a teenager. And not what somebody like Amerado would think, or not what somebody like Sark or Manifest would think and talk about. I was expecting Yaw Tog to talk about the cars, the women, his lifestyle, his little shoe, his clothes, how he does his things, how he goes about his daily life. Yes, and that's what he did. I wasn't expecting him to. If you had asked me who among the three that I wanted to sell Ghana to really bring out that Ghanaian agenda, I would have still pointed out Amerado, because he had felt enough, he had seen enough, and knows enough to be able to put all those things together and bring them out. Somebody like Yaw Tog, if he had done what Amerado did, I would have been surprised.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I would have been really surprised, because of course I was expecting him to, like I said, talk about those little things a teenager is used to or comes across, and that's what he did. So I think he delivered for me.
How about Kweku Flake?
Kweku Flake, yes, but I was expecting more from him. Funny enough, his delivery was okay, because I was expecting more of the melodies, since he crowned himself as the king of melodies.
On what me back tune. Beat ne bono or backy beat, no. Like
I said, man,
did you see what happened right now?
I just saw.
This I shouldn't sing to. I'm maybe having kind of open your eyes for me.
I said the man, I said, I did not question. I said, me who?
Why we not was but I said,
but you see, I think I listened to an interview of Amerado when he came back. He granted an interview and he explained how all of them got on that platform. Okay, to him, I think he said that Kweku Flake initially was not on it. But because Kofi Jama could not make it to that platform, they had to quickly chip in Kweku Flake. So I'm sure that's also a factor, because probably he wasn't so even prepared for ready for the platform. Probably he thought, okay, these guys are probably going to have the opportunity to be on that platform. Tell him, I mean, that of course, just like Kwabena, because Kwabena is not going to worry himself about TimWestWood, because he has no plans on that platform. Therefore, he's not going to prepare for it until he was called last minute to go. So all the same, I think he did his best. He did what he could, but to me, I still think he could have done better. Okay,
let's talk about your individual performances on the platform.
Okay, so for me, it's just going to be a very short delivery, because Yaw Tog did what his fans loved.
Okay.
Yaw Tog did what his fans loved. Like what Roland was saying, I don't come by my sika and shoe, that kind of SS lifestyle. And no one. And then looking at, like I'm saying, you see most of his songs that he drops, it's the same thing. You understand? So with maturity, I'm not surprised he delivered that kind of lines in that rap thing. You understand? Because that's what he's capable of. And then that's what his fans love. That's what he has been giving us for some time now, that he is becoming Yaw Tog. You understand? That's what he has been giving us over some time now, that we'll be able to do Yaw Tog. With Kweku Flake is one boy, so I know what he did. I wasn't impressed, but like I just said, he's not like that kind of hardcore rapper. So you don't need to expect much from him. No, Kweku Flake on the melodies now. It's just not a Roland Ekano. You should have done more of the melodies there. But the situation in which he found himself in, Amerado was rapping, Yaw Tog was rapping, so this man rapping. You understand? So he feels like, okay, let me also prove a point that I can also rap. Okay. So with him and Yaw Tog, they did what they are capable of doing. Almost strength, You understand? I'm really impressed, and then I'm not even surprised. Say they didn't try to do like Charlie make it. Let me over impress people. Say you miss no. So they were all comfortable doing their own thing. Amerado, like I keep saying, Amerado has been in this game, this rap thing. He's like that street hardcore rapper. So any day, any time, no that, money beat no sorry, could be deliver.
The day I met Amerado, or Sherman, or they rap.
Eh, you go do one.
Oh,
see, obey simple. So Amerado with Amerado there, yo, come on. Me when I saw the picture, when he posted the picture and it was like Ghana should watch out. I was like, yo, Amerado I can say. Yeah, no, I told him say, and it's true. It's true, Charlie. Amerado on that platform any day, anytime. Amerado is that kind of rapper. I don't know if would be a man. He's ready to battle.
Let's talk about feedback from Ghanaians. How has the feedback been like? Do you think it is what you expected? It's not what you expected. Okay. Feedback on social media, what people are saying?
Oh, I think so far so good. I should say so far so very good. Ghanaians have really come to the party because this is something that, yes, I know this is not a benchmark for success in terms of what Ghanaian artists have achieved, but then this is kind of a stepping stone for greatness. Some the way I quite to say spring before some of our artists to have some opportunities in the outside world, and for it to be made possible. Unless we trumpet our own success, unless we package it well, we make it look fine, just like other countries have been doing, because so many artists have gone on that platform and we've seen on social media how their country hold them. I'm not saying that when somebody drops the bar or when somebody does something mediocre, we should support it regardless. You can criticize it constructively.
Yeah.
You see, you have the right to criticize it, but not to destroy it, okay? And so when the person does something that is very, very good, of course, you need to talk about it. In fact, when they do something that is not quite good, you talked about it about 2 times. When they do something that is excellent as this one, I'm sure talking about it twice is even small. At least it should, for the whole week, the common trend from Monday to Sunday. Like they should be in conversation. I'm sure I know they can't trend number 1, number 2, because definitely some living legends be the but then at least we should find a way to keep them in conversation, because when we do that, it will not only help their songs but will also help their image and also help them as brands, because this is whereby we don't pitch them against each other here, but we pitch them against other artists in other countries, so that other people or people in outside world can also come and find them. Okay, so who is this Amerado that these people are talking about? Who is this Kweku Yaw Tog that they say Omako said TimWestwood as a young artist? Let's go and find them, see what they did, whether they liked it or not. They've still come to find them, and it will be a plus for us.
Feedback, has it been positive to you?
So far so good, not very, because we are trying to
not very,
yes, because we are trying to compare what they did to our own selves in the same industry. We shouldn't be so. Those on Twitter, those on especially the YouTubers, do you know what I expected them to do?
What?
Maybe get an NSTC tape, NSTC on TimWestwood, maybe a Nigerian rapper on a TimWestwood, and then maybe
Zola, please one pause. If it be Sarkodie, I don't say by this time Sarkodie talk say he don't know you. Ukoko paye. This one, Amerado Kweku Flake. See, I know they want 10 minutes breakdown. I know they want bass, my nigga bass. This one, you for do like episodes. They say it and say you for do in series from Monday to Sunday. Else.
Because that's what I expect most of the YouTubers to do. Pick an NSTC on TimWestwood and a rapper from maybe Nigeria, Tanzania, Zimbabwe on a TimWestwood. Then we compare. With that, you know what we'll do to this artist? it will put them on a level that will be able to show. Okay, so who is this artist from Ghana? He's Amerado. Okay, let me research about him. One, the number is big good. What I say? One, go back to channel. You be streaming in your, you booking for shows and a whole lot. You understand? Sometimes, the kind of mileage, a lyrical Jew in Sierra Leone, because I knew whatever that went on.
Yeah.
You understand? She's teaming to me and capitalize also I'm for individual Sierra Leone. Yes, she me. But you see, this is the time and these YouTubers, the social media bloggers, we should stop doing. We should stop comparing them to Amerado. And I mean, also people crying. I say Amerado threw shot at this guy Obibini.
Yeah,
we shouldn't be so.
I saw throw massa. Massa, the fact that
that line. Now Muka say for Obibini. No, Obibini is not the only artist.
No. He's the rap Houdini. Every no.
No, but that line. I want you to do that.
Every rapper. Hold on.
I want you to.
Gentlemen, I am the choir master here, gentlemen. Obibini, all the artists, they have their own ensamrane.
Yes.
And Obibini's own is rap Mudini.
Madam, you don't like violence more than us.
Is it the first time I hear Amerado use that word?
Mudini too. Also,
is it the first time?
In the context he used it.
So Amerado has already used that line. In fact, you know what?
That begs my next question. This rap that Amerado went to do there, he has done it in Ghana, but we didn't give him the feedback. And do we always need an outside validation of our artists before we give them the validation? To you now, talk.
It is not news. Any new.
No.
In fact, that line the crowd no the man will be Benin. That line is even an old line, and I was expecting Obi Benin to reply to that line. It's in your opinion, and that line is for Obi Benin. Obi Benin, very reply.
It's not even forget about that.
The
whole thing that he did there.
Okay, so it's what the question.
Because let me say, let me add on to this. At the 3 Music experience, not 3 Music, VGMA experience. I was at the backstage. He did the rap, the best rapper rap. Yeah. He didn't get that feedback and applause as this. Did he have to do it on TimWestwood before we hear him?
See, it's a normal Ghanaian thing. Sark, the rapper years ago, was rapper we used to but when he went on that platform, it became something like I feel say we have to dissect whatever because we feel say No, that's a normal Ghanaian thing. Trust me.
Mental slavery.
Yeah, it's no. I was say, and I make us say when you are an artist and then you go to UK for either a show or promotion and then you don't go on TimWestwood, that means you are not working. When you are an artist in our space and then you have all the numbers but you don't travel outside your zone, that means you are not working as an artist.
I see.
So I know
to me, I think it's normal because you see, when on tire baby one, now to quite now I shall tire back and you come back. Do you know that it is assumed that on tire now the fear by now to abroche?
On that note, I'm wrapping up the show. The way he has thrown his hand at the back, if I leave, he will say something I don't want to hear. Guys, drop your comments below. Do you think that the boys made Ghana proud? Or they did it? Do you think they were prepared or they were not? Which one that you want to talk about? Kindly, please feel free in the comment section. Write your thesis. I'll come and read. Gentlemen, drop your social media handles and let's run out here.
Nana, it's okay.
Hey, show me that's more to me. Hey, where drill? Wow, look.
Okay.
He's Roland Amate.
Okay, so I am Roland Amate. The mother company is Events Guide Africa, and still the voting is still ongoing for the nominees for Ghana Event Awards. The main event is in October, so I think you should still follow Event Guide Africa.
So I'm Zulani on all platforms and then Live News GH on all platforms.
And General Merchants on all platforms.
Follow OneplayAfrica on all social media platforms. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're old here, you're welcome back. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Once you do, press the bell icon, press all because you don't want to miss any of our content. You can follow me at Tilly Ekienipa on all social media platforms. And if there's anything you have to do, do it now.
One play. Add class to your music.